Be a person of integrity. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So I just remembered when I was working for a telco and a man needed airtime urgently. He stays abroad and then he needed someone to recharge him immediately because he needed to speak with his sick mom here in Nigeria. So he called my staff, tried to get her to do recharge for him on credit, and she was insisting and saying, no, I cannot do it. Even when he said, my mom is sick, she's dying, blah blah blah, the girl just refused. And a few minutes later, was it a few minutes later or a few hours later, then she reached out and then she was like, sir, how far has the transfer not gone through? And then he said, don't bother, that he had lost his mom. My staff was feeling bad and I was like, why didn't you just do it for him? Like, I have customers I do on credit and they'll pay me later. And then she said, he never pays. And even those few times where he got to pay her money back when she did it on credit, she would drag and beg and beg and beg and beg for him to pay back. So I remembered now, and it got me thinking, and I was like, okay, the fault wasn't from the staff. You can say she was not empathetic, she could have just done it for him, but he wasn't a person of integrity. If he had always kept to his word, I said, okay, I'll pay you next week, and he always paid in due time, he would have probably been able to speak to his mom before he lost her. So he just needed to speak to his mom, and that was the only way for him to have spoken to his mom before she passed. And you see what lack of integrity did to him. Anyway, be a person of integrity. It helps. I hope this helps. Bye.